What are you doing there, John? You're going to hit something? Go ahead. Go ahead.
Mr. Tracy, 24.
Okay, he was dying to do that. Here we are in, where are we right now? Tell everybody. Wilmington, Delaware.
Yes, we are.
And who are you?
I'm John Workley
Why am I hanging out with you today?
because you're my mom's best friend.
That's right. And so back in the day, when your mom came to karaoke, when John and I used to have our karaoke business, your dad and I sang that song to her. What do you love so much about that? You keep listening to that and you wanted to play it now.
I just think it's funny because you guys don't sound at all the same, and I never thought my dad would sing.
We just get older, you know what I mean? We get older. So we are in your home and we are in Wilmington, Delaware. Yesterday, we got to go to karate class with you. And I mean, that was a black belt class. And Chelsea and I were doing some practice there, and Cassie got in on the moves. And then we got to interview Master P, who is so passionate about martial arts. John, tell me how you felt about us coming to your class and about watching the interview. Just what were your thoughts on yesterday?
Well, at first I thought you were just gonna embarrass me, but then it turned out really neat, and I thought it was really cool having someone new in like such an advanced class.
How did you think we were going to embarrass you?
I don't know. You're unpredictable.
I am unpredictable. And here I am, this 48-year-old woman, right, coming into this karate class. And again, I just wanted to say, and ironically, you just played a karaoke tape. We're talking about, oh my gosh, we're talking about karate. And I automatically want to say karaoke.
Yes, yesterday she was saying karaoke whenever she meant to say karate.
And then you played a karaoke tape. So that was really ironic. That's irony.
Yes, it is.
So today, you and I got to spend the day together. It was really cool. Tell everybody what we did.
We went out to get lunch and we saw the new movie Finding Dory, which is amazing.
Right? We had, well, you had a cheeseburger and French fries. We had ice cream. Then we went to the movies. We got to recline. We had popcorn. We watched the movie.
Yes, it was just a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. My favorite part of the day was when you said, because of course we leave. We were already full. We already had ice cream. And you say,
Well, is it even a movie without popcorn? Can it even be called a movie?
it was so great the way it came out, and I was like, no, because popcorn is my favorite. So yesterday was an awesome day, and here today you and I got to chill and hang out, and it was really cool for me to spend time with you. What was it that I said to you when we were sparring during karate?
Remember that time we beat the crap out of each other? Wasn't that fun?
And this is what I'm saying to you as I'm beating you up with my boxing gloves on or whatever those gloves are called. So that was so much fun. I really enjoyed today too. Whenever we're together, we always tend to make really great memories. Like when you came into the restaurant near my house and you had one of the those fancy remote controls. What were you doing?
I was turning off the TVs in the bar when football was on.
Yeah, and the bartender's like, "Why does this TV keep going out?"
Yes. Yes, I've actually gotten called out on doing that once.
Yeah, all right. Okay, so I have somebody else sitting here with me also, and her name is Lauren Kocher.
Yes.
Lauren, you're from Ocean City, Maryland, right?
Yep.
And how far did you drive today to check in with us?
It's 105 miles.
Okay, 105 miles. So that's probably about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yep. But it took 2.5 hours because of traffic, and I got on the bridge the wrong way.
All that good fun stuff. Well, you know what? Imagine traveling the 50 states, Lauren. All right, talk to me about that, because talk about going wrong directions, missing exits, things taking longer than you think, driving 90 miles every day.
Yep. The longest trip I've ever done is 16 hours in a car from Florida, bottom of Florida, to Memphis, Tennessee to set up a road show for the job that I used to do. So I got a call because someone called out. So I had to go do the show.
Well, I really do love driving and road tripping, and everybody asks us, do you hate to get back in the car? And I have to tell you that I really don't. And we only have 9 days left on this trip, and there's a lot of states between here and Maine and back to New Jersey. So it's a really close area because those states are pretty small. we have, I think, 7 or 6 states now to complete. The time, though, and driving distance will be a lot less, but I really don't mind getting back into the car and driving. It's always exciting to see what we're going to come up to next, to see what the next state is going to be like, what the people will be like, what we're going to end up seeing ourselves doing. So, what inspired you? Because I know you're friends with Chelsea, that you guys have crossed paths before, and you came to see her today and to just be a part of what we're doing, right? So,
Absolutely. Chelsea is actually, I met her 3 years ago in Montana, and we became friends and just kept in contact. And she always reached out to me. And then for me, I moved from Montana back to hometown where my mom is, Connecticut, and then kept staying here and stuff like that. But Chelsea had shown me I follow online with Motivate Me with Lynette. And so I saw it, and she said that she was in Delaware, and I'm like, I'm driving out towards you. I don't care where you are. I'm coming towards you guys. I want to see you guys. I'll drive all the way out. I don't mind. I'm off of work today. Thank gosh. I work today and tomorrow. So I kind of have my weekend now. So this is my weekend to come see Chelsea.
when you think about what we're doing, how do you process what we're doing? Like, what do you think we're up to?
For me, when I processed the Motivate Me, I didn't really know much about it until I started following you on your podcast and on Facebook, especially, and stuff like that. For me, it was inspiring today because I was going to do nothing today. And then I was like, wait a minute. I took a picture of my GPS and I said, Motivate me. I'm going to get out and do something today. So I sent Chelsea a text message saying, Motivate me. And here I come. Motivate me. Because I need to get out and do stuff. And I feel like your stories have been huge. I feel like understanding that people are out there and they need to inspire each other. Chelsea's inspired me with her journey alone. And especially her story has inspired me. And she's become one of my greatest advocates to keep me going.
I love that so much. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that for us. And I can't wait until everybody sees our season 3 interviews, because right now, we're on the road. We're just kind of letting people know where we're at and some of what we're doing or some of who we're speaking with, like with you two today. But we're able to meet and talk to so many people, and so much of that is going to be presented in season 3 in formal interview format. So I'm really excited about that. But thank you so much for getting motivated by what we're doing and coming out and checking in with us. I really appreciate it. And it's been such a pleasure already meeting you.
Thank you.
So that's it, everybody. I don't know what you're doing on this summer day, but we have a cool mixture of work and play going on over here, and old friends and new, and just hanging out with the extended Motivate Me crew. So have a good day, and please remember that you do motivate me. I'm Lynette Renda. Johnny, you are too funny. Because there's been favorite places for different reasons. I think obviously going to Alaska and Hawaii were really big deals as far as travel goes. But there's been some really touching moments. Do you have a question for me, Mr.
I actually
Workley?
have a few. So, my first one is, do you think you'll ever do this again with your same crew?
Do I ever think I'll do this again with my same crew? I don't know. I don't know if we would get the opportunity. There's a good possibility that we would. I don't know what it would look like or what the intention would be, but I would never say no to that right now.
And you've told me that from the ship you've gotten like a sister-like relationship with your crew. Do you think you'll stay in touch with each other after this is all over?
I could never imagine these guys not being in my life ever again. Ever. We definitely, I think saying, a sister-like relationship is really accurate. We know each other pretty well, and like when, you live in a van with people for 3 months, we know each other pretty well, and we know our boundaries with each other, I think, and I can't imagine them ever not being in my life again.
And this is my last one. So, before you traveled, how did you start up? Like, how long did it take you to start up and get interviews at your house?
That's a really great question also, because when you're doing a podcast, the question is, where do you get your interviews, especially for a 5-day-a-week show? And people always had said to me, how are you going to keep guests coming? Like, that's so much to do. And I kept envisioning all the talk shows that are out there that are 5 days a week. And I thought, well, why would it be so hard for me? Everybody else on television does it. And I interview people about their passions. There's a lot of passionate people in this world. I think personally that everybody should have a passion. And so if that were true, then my interviews would be endless, right?
Yes, and everyone, if they say they have the same passion, that also means that they have slightly different from the next person over.
Why do you say that?
Because no one's the same.
That's exactly right. I feel the same way, and I've interviewed people, even married couples. Let's say we interviewed for season 3 a married couple, and they are both chiropractors. And I said to them, I know that when we start talking about your passions, they're going to be different. And even though you have the same intentions and same goals and same job, technically. And it was so different, and how they came into it was different. Like, how you approach anything is based on your personal history and your experience. So when you bring something into your life, or you go for something, even though you're doing the same thing somebody else is, like, let's say you're an Olympic track star, and so am I, right? But our stories are going to be very, very different. Even if we grew up, like that chiropractor couple, grew up in the same town, their families moved to the same town an hour away. Yet their journey to what they were doing and how they ended up doing it and what they're using it for now, even though they have that same health and wellness passion to help people in that way, it was a totally different interview.
That is very interesting.
Cool. I'm glad you think so. So that's it. Thanks for hanging out and talking to me about this today, because I don't know, I find it super cool. That's why I dedicated 3 months of my life to doing this, and I appreciate that you guys had questions for me, so thanks again, okay?
Yes, it was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
That's it, everybody. Have a great day. Remember, you motivate me, you motivate Lauren, and you also motivate
John.
That's it.
And I talk to you, 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 and we love, and we hate, and we demonstrate, we try to relate. This is my breakthrough.